Hello, Jolene here from Chill Out. So yes, here's a yes and no pick a card reading, but we are going to start off with what you need to know first, okay? Again, there's no point in you trying to bring in something if you are not understanding your situation better, if you're not understanding why the relationship's not working out, if you are in resistance to bringing in something. The part of manifestation is the first part is you ask. So you write down your manifestations, you pray about it, you ask about it, you visualize it, you do all those things that's in connection with asking. Then you believe that it's going to happen, and then you take some kind of action, whether that action is buying a lottery ticket. There's always that whole joke about the person who wanted the lottery ticket but never bought it, or, asked for help and God sent them help and they still drowned and figured out that, the help was there. So you have to take action. They needed to get on the boat or the plane or whatever. So, God gives you free will. You can do whatever you want. God's never going to stop you. You're not free from the consequences of your choices though. So, we're going to tell you first what you need to know, and then I will get into it, yes or no, okay? So you're going to have to be patient with this one. Okay, we have 4 piles in front of you. I'm going to use all those decks into every single pile, so it doesn't matter which deck you choose, but one of them might stand out to you. Maybe one of the stones stand out to you. So you got pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. Choose your stones, choose your piles, choose your deck, choose the number, whatever resonates. The timestamps are in the description box, along with all the details of what you need to know. Thank you. So pile number 1. Okay, I'm just going to get into the cards. So let's find out. Wow, restrictions and compromise. So pile number 1, before we've even started, okay, before we get to your yes or no, something that you are wanting, the reason why you're not getting what you're wanting is because there's a need. Your intuition is out, okay? Your mind is locked. You cannot, you're resisting something, okay? You're not getting, you're just not connected to your intuition right now, which is why, look, discontent, sorry. You're discontent at the moment. You're not connected. Your brain is locked. Maybe you have this cycle of repeat of negative thoughts or worry or stress. And the only reason why you're going through this and you feel discontent with your life and you feel like your life is just missing things. So yeah, already, if this is not you, this is definitely not the pile for you, because this is for someone who's very restricted in their thoughts or their belief systems, or they just don't know how they can get out. They feel, this is 8 of Swords, trapped in circumstances. You are disconnected from your intuition. You're disconnected from the outside world. And I kind of feel like you need a muse, okay? There may be, if you use some kind of artistic endeavor, so I kind of feel like you need a little bit more flow. I'm seeing trees, meaning an outdoorish. So what I'm getting here is maybe you need, to go take a walk with the trees or in the woods or the forest, to get some inspiration. I'm also getting, we've got a bit of music here. So maybe if you play some music, maybe you need to go to the theater. Maybe for some of you, you're dancers or theatrical in some way. Some kind of artistic endeavor will help free you up. I'm just getting, this is what you're needing right now is a bit of a muse, and you're needing your community. Okay, your spiritual ancestors are trying to get you towards your community. So let's get another card here. So we're going in all different directions with different cards, which will hopefully give us a bit of an answers of what you need. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So do you express yourself properly? Again, we have this restriction and not expressing yourself. Maybe you're not with the right community or the right people, so you don't feel like you can express yourself. You don't feel safe is what I'm getting in your current circumstances. And so you feel discontent because you're not able to be your true you. You're not able to speak your true words because the people judge you and people I don't know, I'm just really getting not being with your community right now or something like that. So what else do we need to know right now? Self-acceptance, that's it. You don't believe that people will accept you if they knew you, which is not further from the truth, especially not your community anyway. People who are not part of your community, yeah, they might judge you because, they're not your people. Your people, your community, your true tribe will always accept you for who you are, okay? So if you don't love yourself, you cannot expect other people to love you because you're not showing other people who you are because you have this fear that they're not going to accept you. So the only way, Power One, you are really going to get what you are wanting. So, I mean, I'll get to the yes or no, but now you understand why. If it's a no, you'll understand why. One more card, and then we'll get to the yes or no. Queen of Horses. So the Queen of Horses is someone who can balance up their time, their energy, their effort. This is about, again, using your receptivity with your creativity. Both words that are used here was creativity is, dance, being more creative, more free-flowing, going out there, being part of, maybe you have a deep wanting to be an artist. In some way, book writer, a reader. I spent most of my life, you don't know me, I spent most of my life in finance. It was something I was good at high school, and so that was just where I went. I was discontent, I was bored, it was not my passion. And eventually the universe pulled it away from me. And in the beginning it was tough. I didn't consider myself an artist. I mean, even in school, never considered myself. And yet I love being creative. I can sit for hours making all kinds of hobbies and arts, and I love being creative. I love cooking. I love, anything where I can be creative. And I don't consider myself great as being an artist, but, art is perceptive, really. I mean, who's there to tell me whether my art is good or not? Yes, if I'm drawing a person, no, I can't. I can't draw people or my drawing's not fantastic, but, paint can be creative in many ways. I mean, nowadays, most art is quite, different. So you have to accept who you are eventually. And when you do that, you will be more in alignment with your community. Again, you probably, now I'm going to sound like a broken down record. So yes, it was the last day for the free download for my book, unfortunately, but my book is still available. All you need is a Kindle app on your phone, on your tablet, on your laptop, and you can download it. Okay, the information is down below, because really and truly, if you've got some kind of ancestral pattern or some kind of parenting style where you were not able to be who you were, you had to be a certain way in order to be loved or in order to be accepted, you grew up with lies because you felt like this is where you needed to be, and that no one would love you if they knew you. And that's just not true. Unfortunately, it's a lie that your parents told you or made you believe. Maybe they didn't tell it, but it's the way that their actions were. That's a lie. Your true people, your true community will really accept you, good and bad, okay? Because nobody's perfect, okay? So your true people will see through the bad in order to see the good. Okay, so let's get you a yes or no. So when you accept yourself, when you get out of your head, when you're able to freely, go out there, express your love, open your heart, balance up your world, use your intuition, whatever you're wanting in your life will come to you. So, pile number one's question, is it a yes or is it a no? Let's get the answers. Red is yes, black is no, best of 5. Red is yes, black is no, spirit guides. Think about your question because you're getting the answers. Well, there we go. Thank you. So, trust your intuition. Wow. I love it when the cards repeat. Peace and harmony, work well together, overcome obstacles. This is about your soulmate, your soul tribe, your soul people, people who will work well with you, people who will help you overcome obstacles. Maybe you have a muse out there that can help you. This could be, again, something to do with your childhood. Do you have a hobby that you did as a child? Are you an artist and you've always wanted to do something? You could have it as a side hustle and make money from it. I don't know, something about your past, childhood, relevance, soulmate, soul tribe. Yeah, I kind of feel like your burdens, you're very heavily burdened at the moment. You might need to travel. Maybe you will be traveling soon. But you feel very burdened by your circumstances, okay? King of Swords, yeah, there may be authoritative. Yeah, the King of Swords is very authoritative. You may have had a very authoritative kind of father figure or mother figure even. And I kind of feel like you need to relax the mind a little bit, okay? You need to become less king of, because well, not really, because the King of Swords is really someone who can balance their thoughts. The King of Swords can really understand what it is that they need to do. The King of Swords is able to see things from the truth, okay? But sometimes the King of Swords can be a little bit too blunt with their thoughts, okay? So you need to relax that a little bit. Look, the answer to your question, pile number one, it is a no. Okay, and again, I feel like there could be indecisions. You may be worried about money or legal issues, or there could be arguments around you. I think, again, if you were with your right people, the right tribe, those are the people you can work well with. So there's this feeling here of there is a community that's meant for you. There is the community, and this could be job-wise, maybe you need to go join an art class. You will find your community, and those people will accept you, but you got to accept yourself first. You got to just say, you know what, this is actually who I am. This is just who I am. I'm tired of following the crowd. When you trot to your own beat, you'll become less content. And when you use your intuition. Okay, so the answer to your question, it is a no. And that's the reason why. So you can understand. Okay, again, this didn't sound like it was your reading, then this is not your pile. But if you're deep down inside, you are discontent, you are not happy right now in your current circumstances, then this is the reason why. Okay, thank you and goodbye. Hello and welcome to those of you who have chosen pile number 2. Okay, so let's get into what's going on with you, and right now you can see whether this is for you or not. Right, so what I'm getting here, first of all, is you need to let go of control issues. Maybe you're trying to force someone to be a certain thing, or trying to force someone into a commitment, or you trying to force someone, I don't know, someone from your past is returning to your love life. Okay, so this doesn't have to be love life. You could, we are going into Mercury retrograde, of course. So you don't be shocked, pile number 2, if you don't hear from an ex. You may even want to connect with an ex as well. So these things happen. So you do deserve love. You are very lovable. Okay, so someone may have made you feel like you weren't lovable, like you weren't good enough, or I don't know, there's someone that's definitely made you feel like you were not lovable, and you do deserve love, and you are very, very lovable. Okay, so I don't know what that's about. And then we've got engagement. Your love life is ascending to a high level of commitment. Maybe an ex comes back, someone who maybe in the past made you feel like you weren't lovable, and you and them, this person may come back with some kind of commitment, okay? After, deserting you, they might be coming back. Not too sure. That's different for every single person. Look, for others of you, if you're happily married, for example, and you're not interested in getting engaged or anything like that, something is ascending in your life to a high level, okay? And you do deserve this, whatever this is for you. Let's see. Oh, Grace at the bottom of the deck. So that's quite positive. That tells me that things are good. Things are okay. Things are cool. Okay. Oh, Oh. What do they need to know? What does pile number 2 need to know before we get into the yes or no's? What does pile number 2 need? Oh, gosh. Right, invention, creative guides. Okay, so you might be inventing something, or something may be popping up. The best way for you to work through all of the situation that you're working in right now is for you to take out you need to allow your imagination to flow a little bit more. Maybe you need to create something, or color in, or that's the best way to allow the creative brain to make decisions. The logical brain is very much about logic, so it's about your maths, your science. The creative brain is where ideas pop into your head. So if you've been feeling a bit stagnant, go get an adult coloring in book. If you're not an artist, this is not about art, but it's about the fact that you create things in your life when you use your creative brain. The invention card is saying that, you can make, lemons out of lemonade. You just need to figure out your circumstances and create a better one. Okay. Oh God, and then we've got creativity, discontent, and community. So those also came out in the previous pile. Pile number 2 and pile number 1 often seem to be related in some way. I don't know why. So it's a lot more cards than I wanted. Because right now you may be discontent with your community, with your job, with your love life. Maybe someone from the past, like I said, is coming forward. This is interesting. Whether you should get back together or not with them, well, that's kind of something you're going to have to use your intuition about. It's very interesting. Anyway, what else do we need to know? Look, someone from your past may be returning. It doesn't have to be a lover. It could be an old friend, someone who's coming in as a muse. This is kind of, I'm getting a little community vibe here. Someone who you felt was part of your tribe or part of your community, and maybe they left and it's time to reconnect with them. You may want to reconnect, you may feel the need to reconnect with someone from your past, someone who could be a muse and help you unstuck from a discontented situation. We got enchantment, and that's really about connecting to spirit animals, connecting to, the fairy tale, children, how it was like to be a child and believe in magic again, and believe in enchantment, and believe in all these amazing things that you can believe in. That inner child is really crying to you to come out. And again, go and get a coloring in book, because creativity, playing music in the background, going for a walk in the forest, it will open up that mind and allow information to come through, or job ideas, or give you the answers that maybe you've been looking for. Okay, one more card and then we'll get to a yes or no. What else does pile number 2 need to know right now? What does pile number 2 need to know right now? Oh, so we've got the will, the wisdom, and the mind. Yeah, I kind of feel like you've been dealing with someone who's been playing games with you. That's why you don't feel like you're lovable, because someone in your life could be someone you're currently with, could be your boss, could be your friends. It's someone in your community, could even be a family member. Someone has been playing games with you. They've been pretending to be on your side. They've been pretending to perhaps, maybe you're in a relationship with this person and they pretend that they're committed to you, but their actions are not the same. There's something about someone around you, in your community, in your tribe, in your family, have pretended to be on your side, but I kind of feel like you're going to be stabbed in the back, or feel like you're being stabbed in the back. But they've made you feel like it's your fault, like you are not lovable. You do not deserve to be in their crowd or their community because of you. So they've kind of pointed it to you. And what I'm getting is that you are very lovable. You do deserve to be loved. You do deserve to be part of a tribe and community. Maybe it's not their tribal community, and someone from the past is going to come back and help you. That's what I'm getting here. So someone is returning and they're going to help you to ascend in whatever way that is to you. Everyone's in a different situation. But yeah, let's get a yes or no. But you do have the will, the wisdom, and the mind to do so. It's kind of like this is your crowning glory. You just need to balance up your passions and your emotions. You may be involved in a third party situation where you're always dealing with other people. So, pile number 2, right. So, we have got the Joker card, which is really taking the leap of faith into a new situation. Okay, take a leap of faith. Again, even if this is a lover that comes back from the past, maybe you need to take a leap of faith on this person. Maybe this time around, things can be better, because we got 2 cards of returning. This is another card of the past childhood, past lovers, soulmates, soul tribe, okay, your community. So this can be a friend, a teacher, even a family member you haven't seen in a while. The answer to your question, pile number 2, it is a yes. You will have your intuition. It's so similar. Again, pile number 1, pile number 2, it's always interlinked. I don't know why, but this is using your intuition. The same kind of cards, and I shuffle these cards, you could see it. There's good news coming for you, okay? Your community, your family. This is the card of family. Good news coming. Could be gathering with old friends, old lovers, old people from the past. But this one's positive. I feel like it's positive. Look, things can change. All readings are. There's a whole lot of things that come into play. But the answer to your question for pile number 2, it is a yes, okay? Whatever you're discontent with now, there's something better. And yes, it may have something to do with someone in the past. Could even be an ex-boss. I don't know. Could even be an old hobby. Maybe it's time for you to dust off the feathers with an old hobby. Everyone's in a different place. But yeah, I hope this is the reading you needed. And thank you and goodbye. Hello. If you chose pile number 3, I didn't even mention the stones. Okay. This is your deck, right? So pile number 3, we've got focus. What does pile number 3 need to focus on? What is coming in for pile number 3? What is coming in for pile number 3? What is coming in for pile number 3? Right now, the true you is emerging. You need to maybe perhaps retreat. A new beginning's coming. You need to retreat or take a holiday for some of you, or at least relax, because a new beginning's coming in. Oh, new beginning, something that's going to be enchanting. Go spend time in nature, work with, children, dealing with, seeing things, abundance. Wow, that's nice. New beginning with your maybe new job or new abundance. So go in and have fun and play with children and go and act silly for now and believe in magic, because new abundant beginnings are coming in for you, or new sources of resources. Abundance can be resources, people, jobs, projects, something that can help. Abundance is not always money. It's normally what you are needing, though. Angels always give you what you need, not necessarily what you want. Okay, so wow, pile number 3, soulmate. Wow. Okay, so soulmate for a lot of us is, lovers. It doesn't have to be, okay? Your soulmate can be your soul job, the perfect partnership, the perfect friendship, your tribe, finding things that is good for you, okay? So, bottom of the deck, the situation involves wedding. So for some of you, you may be meeting your soulmate, or you're asking about a soulmate, and it may involve a wedding. Oh wow, and that card actually came out. And then we've also got the card playfulness. Now, you could already be married to your soulmate right now, and you may be thinking, is my current husband or wife my soulmate? And I kind of feel like this is a good sign. For others, you asked to keep an open mind, because your soulmate may be different to what you are expecting. Maybe what I'm really getting at is what you've been asking for may not come in the way you've been asking. So you need to rather ask for, how do I put this? So if you're wanting a certain outcome, that's not what's going to come from you. You need to keep an open mind and be flexible, because this is really a pile of angels are going to give you what you need, maybe rather than what you're asking for. Okay, so just think about, take all this into consideration if you meet someone or a job or a situation that's slightly different to what you've been asking for, because I kind of feel like it's what you need. And commitment, marriage is commitment. It's something that's solid. It's something that's, but you need to be a little bit more playful. We saw that with enchantment, being more playful, recapturing your youth, going out and having fun and not being so serious all the time. Okay, so what else do you need to know? What does pile number 3 need to know? Before we get into your yes or no's, what do they need to know right now? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? What does pile number 3 need to know? Okay, so we have got Osha. Pile number 3, you're feeling quite exhausted in your physical body. You need to really take care of your physical body. It's telling you that in some way or form, you know, it's trying to speak to you and it's trying to tell you that right now you need to take care of it and you need to have more rest, more playtime. We did have the retreat card. So take the time out because there's new beginnings coming in, okay? And in the meantime, just take care of your body, take care of your, you know, we've got a fish there. And fish is also quite, you know, fish is known as going with the flow. And there's also quite a moving in with abundance. You know, your physical body needs you right now before this other things can come into reality, okay? So what does pile number 3 need to know right now? What is pile number the lookout? Because I kind of feel like, again, there's this sense of what you've been asking for is not really going to happen, but something better is going to come in. More time alone, time. This is not a time for you to stress about what's going to come in. You just know that it's coming, okay? King of Forces and Queen of Forces, balancing your time, balancing your mind, you know, taking control over your thoughts. Queen of Scrolls is telling me that there's also something, okay, I think that wants to come out. So the Ascending card is coming out. So you are ascending to a high level. You may be going through a spiritual ascension right now or a physical ascension. Wedding tells me that it's something that's more committed is what I'm getting. And again, this doesn't have to be about love. This just can be committing to a new job. A new commitment is committing to buying a house or committed to, you know, some kind of long-term move. You know, it's some kind of commitment in some way. And it may not be like, for example, you always wanted to live in a certain area. Just give me an example. And you might find that while you're out and about, you'll find another house in a different area and realize, wow, actually, you know, what I thought I wanted was that. Now I realized it's the perfect thing for you. Okay, so very confusing all this, but let's get into it. Right, so yes or no, pile number 3. Yes or no for pile number 3. Yes or no. As I said, there's some kind of ascension that's definitely happening. And right now, you just need to really take care of yourself, your physical body. You may be feeling exhausted. Take note. Okay, wow. News coming in. We did have that abundance card, and now we've got money, job, investments, resources in some way. There's some kind of change. Yeah, you're learning something new. Again, maybe you're taking up some new hobby. Okay, you didn't realize that you actually could get a job out of this. That's too many cards. Whoa, something unexpected. We did have the lookout. The lookout's also, that's unexpected change. When you least expect it, when you're busy taking care of yourself, something's going to help you ascend. A new beginning. We've got 2 cards of new beginning. Wow. Someone who wants to work with you, you know, someone who is... someone who wants to work with you, someone who, you know, some kind of legal, you know, decisions going in your favor is what I'm getting. Some kind of money could be coming in. And this is good news. There's some good news coming in towards you. You could be meeting new people. There could be a soulmate. If you've been invited to some kind of gathering or party, go. Because you could be meeting your soulmate there for some of you. Whatever your question is, it is a yes, okay? Things are changing. You've got a big changes ahead. We've got 2 cards next to each other. Change and change. Big changes are coming. The Tower card generally means it's shock. It's out of the blue. When you least expect it, something comes along. And it's maybe not... So you need to be a bit flexible, okay? So just the warning has, just be flexible. Because it may not come in the package that you're asking about. So if you're asking about, you know, is this person your soulmate? It might not be in that package, okay? So thank you very much and goodbye. Hello and welcome to those of you who chose pile number 4 with the amethyst. Right, okay, pile number 4. Queen of Forces, needing to balance up your time and energy. You're needing time to meditate in order to prepare for something. Time alone in order to prepare for something. Oh, you're preparing for a wish. So answers will be given to you via meditation about a wish, on how to get the wish, because right now something is up in the air. and we'll figure out why. So the Buddha prepares is also about seeing circumstances from a different angle, or it's up in the air because it's in suspension. Your wishes are in suspension because maybe there's someone that still has to make a decision, or you still need to make a decision. This may be about a book or publishing or marketing. Maybe you need to market yourself better. This is also about you, maybe something to do with creativity or marketing or publishing, or creating creative hobbies. Something using your intuition as well. Also, this is about you feeling more confident in yourself in order to go after your dreams. Okay, so what does pile number 4 need to know? Before we give them a yes or a no, what do they need to know right now? So before they get a yes or no, what do they need to know right now for pile number 4? And they need to pass unknown. So yeah, the bottom of the deck we do have on track though. That's interesting because tracks take you to certain destinations. So I feel like something is going to arrive. You don't know what the path is. You don't know who the person is. Okay, there could even be, for a lot of you, 3 different options. One of those options is stay where you are, and the other option is something new. But one of these paths, if you look at these pathways, one of them is by a fox. We'll go through that one first, and it's dark. Not a very positive one. Fox is also known to be quite tricky, tricksters. Another one is by a raccoon, and it doesn't look bad. It's kind of dotted with light. The one in the middle, though, it is by a squirrel. Squirrel are playful and fluffy, fun, but it's very highlighted, extremely highlighted. So what I'm getting is right now, you may be thinking, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I don't understand. My wishes are not coming towards me. And what they're saying to you is that the right one will arrive on time. Maybe you just need to not try to control the situation. But you're also dealing with someone who's very one-sided and doesn't really want to work with you. So careful of that tricky fox. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's all fallen apart. That's great. So maybe you feel like things in your life are falling apart as well. I kind of feel like you need to also make a decision. That's why things are suspended. You might need to see your situation from a different perspective, and again, meditation will help you. And maybe that's why the paths are unknown, because you haven't made a decision. But again, meditate will help you. Or reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning. And then we've also got pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Wow. So I kind of feel like, again, okay, now everyone's in a different situation. Not everyone's exes are terrible. The first question you need to ask yourself is, why did this relationship end? Okay, so when an ex or someone, this could be a friend returning, this could be I don't know, whatever it is, everyone's in a different situation, a boss, a friend, an ex, a family member you haven't seen in years. The first question you need to ask yourself is, what happened here? Okay, what are the red flags? Am I a red flag? Are they a red flag? What is the truth in the circumstances? Because when this person comes back, you need to kind of decide if you're going to go down this pathway with them. Is this person a tricky fox? Are they cunning, and do they lie? Dotted with light means I don't know if it's a possible path, but it might not be the best path for you. So you need to decide, is this person a fox, a possible path, or are they the way? Okay, so are they the light to your world? And be honest with yourself, because there are some red flags, and it could even be you. We all suffer with red flags. We all sabotage friendships and relationships because of our own fears, because of our own insecurities, because of our own, not believing in ourselves. And so we often, push people away that love us, or you choose people that don't love you because that's what you know. You only know people who don't love you, and so you choose people who don't choose you. Okay, let's see if that resonates for you. Oh, we've got shame. So you may be feeling a bit of shame. Maybe there was some kind of fight that happened between you and someone, and you're feeling a little bit of shame about maybe what you did. You know, again, you might have been the red flag. You know, you kind of need to look at yourself here. Maybe you said something you shouldn't have. Maybe you treated this person in a way that you shouldn't have. Or, okay, someone else is putting shame on you for choosing something else. Okay, so take whatever resonates for you. This is just, you have to, pound number 4, this is you being honest with you, okay? I'm talking to a phone, so I'm not there. You need to sit with yourself and just say, this feeling of shame is not positive. So either this fox, this person in your life makes you feel shameful, they make you feel like it's always your fault, or you did it wrong, or you are the bad person, then do you really want this kind of person in your life? Oh gosh, okay, sorry, I've got monkeys and my dog's now going to start fighting. I'm going to have to carry on this reading a little bit later. Okay, so monkeys are gone. I can resume the reading. Yeah, unfortunately, it's one of those things. Okay, so we left off with the fact that there's some kind of feeling of shame that's around you, shame for perhaps a relationship breakup, or someone's making you feel like you've done, or maybe you have done something that you are now shameful for. Maybe it's the red flags, you know. There's always red flags, as I said, again, everyone's got red flags, okay? So, yeah. Right, let's get you one more card and then I'll get you a yes or no. What's the last thing that we want pile number 4 to know before we give them the yes or no? What is the last thing that pile number 4 needs to know right now? And then we will get your yes or no. Okay, I love it when cards fly out. So, spiritual growth. Okay, so, you know, again, whatever you have gone through, if you recognize what your red flags are, okay, or other people's red flags, this is all part of spiritual growth. You know, you also chose the amethyst, which is a very spiritual stone. You know, this is like the third eye chakra going into the crown chakra. You know, if you ever looked at chakra meditations, you'll see like the third eye is more of an indigo color, but some people use purple as the third eye, and then it kind of, you know, fills it until it becomes white. And the, you know, the pure white light is really the crown. And if you look here, even above the angels' heads, in fact, all spiritual people in any deck, you will always see angels with that, you know, and they reckon that halo isn't a halo, but rather it's the glow of the crown chakra opening up. It's the connection to the divine, to, you know, our creator. Whatever your belief system is, that connection is that huge amount of glow. So I kind of feel like right now, you don't even realize how much support you actually have around you right now. People are supporting you, people are helping you, and also the path is glowing. In other words, the right path for you, pile number 4, it is being illuminated right now. Okay, so if you spend time in meditation and in prayer, you will find the right answers. But yes, learn to see the red flags in others when people are taking advantage of. Learn about your own red flags so that you don't make the same mistakes going into new circumstances. And right, so now the question for pile number 4 is the question that they have right now. Is it a yes or is it a no? Is pile number 4's question a yes, whatever the question is right now, or is it a no? And maybe you're asking if you should reconcile with this person. Let's see. Okay, it does say bad news, but I'll explain why. So is pile number 4 a yes or is it a no? Okay, so you need to move on and leave. You see, moving on, leaving behind what you currently know. It's time for a relocation or an end of a relationship, okay? And someone may want to make you feel shameful because they've been tricking you and they've been, you know, they've made you feel that they were committed or in this situation. Meanwhile, this person's been tricking you and playing games with you, and they're going to make you feel like it's your fault that your relationship's ended, which is not true. Okay, too many cards, but you need to become independent. You need to become and recognize that this person's red flags so that you can go forward. Yeah, those are too many cards, but okay, so we need 2 more cards, please, Spirit guys. Only 2. Red for yes, black for no, whatever their question is. Okay, so now we're sitting with a maybe. Now we need a tiebreaker. Is the tiebreaker a yes or is the tiebreaker a no? Is the tiebreaker a yes or is the tiebreaker a no? One more card. Yeah, I kind of feel like there is definitely some kind of sabotage going on. Either this person's trying to get away with something, and we have, oh gosh, we've got 2. You know what? I'm going to leave this as a maybe because it doesn't seem like I can really get a straight answer out of it. And I think, again, this all comes down to you at the end of the day. are you healed enough to go forward? I kind of feel like when you have independence from other people, in other words, you can look after yourself financially and not rely on someone else. You can have your own opinion without allowing, if someone else's opinion triggers you, or what someone else does, if you get upset or angry because someone else does something, then the first question you need to ask yourself is why? Why does this person anger me? Why what this person does upsets me so much? Why am I jealous? Am I insecure? Because jealousy is insecure. You would never be jealous of anyone if you weren't insecure. What is the reason? So you need to gain some kind of independence, pile number 4, from other people's thoughts, from other people's opinions, because spiritual growth is knowing that at the end of the day, we all just love. We're all loving beings. We're all beautiful souls. We've all got a purpose on this earth. And, your purpose is special to you. Okay, not everyone has your abilities. So when you focus, and you might benefit from my book, unfortunately the free part is gone, but the book is still in the link is in the bio. You can purchase the book online, or download it, or you can buy it. I think certain parts of the world you might battle, so you might want to rather download it, because I really do talk about how to become independent, how to learn your problems with the red flags, which is normally codependencies and stuff. I kind of feel like there is good news for you. The bad news with the Jack of Coins, the bad news there is generally because the Jack of Coins means that there's an opportunity, but it's a good opportunity, but we sit on it. In other words, you have not made a decision, or someone else has not made a decision. That's why it's a maybe. Someone has to make a decision here. So there is an opportunity that's there. It leads to happiness. It leads to fulfillment. But I kind of feel like you need to move on from something else first. And that's why it's like, this is stagnant. Your situation is hanging in suspension. There is no forward movement. There's no backward movements. Well, hopefully no backward movement, but there's no forward movements. And it's because the pathways are open. You have to make the ultimate choice. Okay, and one of those paths means moving on, which does mean a loss will happen. And maybe you're not ready to do that. Anyway, it's a maybe, and hopefully I've given you everything you need to know about it. And that's why, it's not a yes nor no, it is a maybe. Hopefully you understand. If not, maybe you want to choose a different pile. I'm not too sure. Anyway, see you, and comment, like, and subscribe, and goodbye.